What's up YouTube, Oz Aviation here, doing a review of my new JCWings 1/200 scale VAustralia Boeing 777-300ER. I got this model when I went to America last month for an overseas holiday with the family, and picked it up in Seattle from the seller there, and I've been really impressed with it so far. It's a fantastic model. The Boeing 777-300ER is my favorite airplane, and I personally think that the VAustralia livery is one of the best looking, well, I think it is the best looking livery on any plane out there today. So this one here is registered as VH-VOZ, which was VAustralia's first 777 and is named Didgeridoo. And as you probably know, that they either carry the Australian or the South African flag, and being an Aussie, I went for the Australian flag. Let's break it out. Bit of a pain in the butt to get this out of the box. It was actually interesting carrying this all through the over America, because every time I had to carry it in hand luggage, and every time you go through customs in America, I'd put it in the X-ray machine, and the security guard would basically see what looked like a big metal plane with two knives jutting out to the side. So then I'd have to pull it out, explain it, drug swab it, and all this other stuff. It's very worried it was going to get damaged, but oh well, this makes it that much more special. So I think this is supposed to come with a stand, but mine didn't. I'm not too fussed about that. I've got another one on order, but I did notice that this is pretty much the exact same packaging as the Gemini Jets one, so they may come from the same factory, but I'm not sure. Just taking this away, and there's the business part of it. Surviving her ordeal all over America and frequent drug swabbings. Right, now as you can see straight up, it is an absolute beautiful model. Like, I think, as I said, the VAustralia livery is the nicest out there. This, and I flew on VAustralia to and from America last month on this actual plane, the Didgeridoo, and it's a pretty damn faithful recreation of it. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell any difference between it and all the dots down near the Australia girl, trying to get the camera to focus here, basically represent the pitot tubes. Moving back, forward door, business class, yeah, didn't get to go through there. Static ports below the second bay. Moving back forward through economy, or premium economy in that square. Moving back even further, back into economy where I was sitting. Then you've got your mid door, back further, rear door, and then the back of the plane, showing the beautiful Union Jack logo and the painted APU section. Pretty much, yeah, it's a damn well faithful recreation of it. You can see here it's got the raked wingtips of the -300ER, which feature obviously the extended rake, the raked wingtips. The paint, there's been some debate I've seen on the net of whether the paint is like a white or a very, oh, how do I put it, dull silver, or shiny silver. When I was actually seeing the plane in person under sunlight, it looks white, flat out, does not look silver at all. But as you can see at the moment, it looks more silvery, but if I turn the light on, it pretty much becomes white, and turn that back on, pretty much becomes white. I personally think it's white. I consider it white, and I reckon it looks better as white, so I'll leave the white light on for the rest of the video to display it even better. So it features obviously the undercarriage, which have rubberized tyres, and also the wheels spin. Moving around the front end of the plane, the engines, the G90-115B turbofans, have accurately moulded curved fan blades, and also they spin. They don't spin absolutely freely, but you give them a shove and they'll spin for a little bit. Forward cockpit area looks beautiful recreation there. I think the -300 and just the 777 in general is pretty much the nicest looking plane flying. Spinning it round, you have the Australia, the girl carrying the Australia flag with didgeridoo blue written underneath it. I think now, because VAustralia's been rebranded as Virgin Australia, it no longer has the coloured flag carrier there. It's now become silver. Hopefully they don't change it too much. I think this livery looks great, and hopefully it doesn't change too much. So yeah, very nice painting of the VAustralia logo. As I said, the detail in this model is unbelievable. Like, you've got the lines just above the door here. I'm not actually sure what they're for. I've seen them before, but I don't know what they are. So if anyone knows what they are, just let us know in the comments section. And then you've got your forward cargo compartment. To the left of that is the static ports for various cockpit controls. The right side G90-115B engine with the cowling and the nacelle. Beautiful recreation. Like, the detail on the wing is amazing. You can see all the outlines for the flaps and the slats. The emergency exit decals, which are all pretty much perfectly recreated. In fact, if you want to see a video, check out my other videos. I'll link it to my aviation video of me. I filmed this in flight, and you can actually see many of the details from the wing and the engine itself in those videos. Flight over the Pacific. And then you look closely here, you can see the Union Jack stars are being painted into the midsection here. Moving back on, you've got the Union Jack, and then moving back even further, it's the Southern Cross. Sorry, not the, I said before, not the Union Jack, it's the Southern Cross stars. You got the Southern Cross there. You've got your rear car doors. The registration, as I said, is VH-VOZ. This doesn't want to focus up any closer, which is a bit annoying. There. Turn it around, looking from the rear end of the plane. You can see one thing I really was impressed about on this is the tail set. Sometimes I've seen on these die-cast models is their rear fin isn't lined up correctly. It'll be leaning to one side, but this one's pretty much perfectly lined up. And you can see the APU outlet there. And yeah, you can even really show the detail. It's got the small fins sticking up from the edge, which are actually on the plane. I didn't know if that was just from the casting process or they're actually there, but I've looked at photos on the net and they are actually there. Again, I'm not sure what these are for. All I know is that those ones on there are friggin' sharp, and I've cut myself a couple of times on them, so watch out for those if you get it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, just flip it over, just looking like the flip it the other way. Ouch, just stabbed myself again on the fins. You can see the VAustralia logo, triple bogey landing gear, and the flight line or JCWings logo up the top, and on the back side of the engines, which are see-through. Just you can see through in there, and the black part of the screen behind it. Registration on the tip of the wing, and moving back a bit further, just the underside of the rear of the plane. Again, showing with nice detail. I believe that little bump there is supposed to be the tail skid protection that's built into many of these large planes. And that's about it, guys. I mean, this is a fantastic model. I paid about 100 Australian dollars from the person I got from it, which I think was a great price. Yeah, I mean, I love this airline, love the livery, love the plane, and so I'm really glad that I bought it. And if you're thinking about getting one, I highly recommend it because they are pretty rare. They're not the most popular model, and I just reckon they look fantastic. After the video here, they'll just have a little slideshow of some pictures I took of it to give even more detail of the paint and the plane outside in the sun, which shows it for its real colour. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment and subscribe if you like it, and I'll see you next time.